All right, everybody, welcome in. This is Why Superman Sucks. I know it has been a long time since we posted last. Life has happened. I made the move. Ollie had the sex change. It's been wild.
Yep.
So, with that, though, remember this podcast consists of myself, Mitty, we have Ollie, we have Shadow, and we have DK. But today, Shadow and DK are pretty busy, so we had to call in some guest judges. I talk about the Discord a lot and the Twitch. So we brought over from the Discord, we have Raider B and Stinky Pinky. Say hello.
What's up, everybody?
So, we have a pretty fun few videos coming up for you. I can't wait to start putting more content out. Remember, you can check the Twitch out. You can check the Discord out. We'll get links for you guys at the end of all the videos. Let's get this started. All right, hi everybody. We have I'd say a wild one, but I don't know if it's been done before, but I guess here we go. We have for you today Sun Wukong, and Sun Wukong is going up against, well, Sun Wukong. No, kidding. It's Sun Wukong.
You're not.
Versus Goku. And because I feel like it, we're gonna let Ollie just kick everything off. Go.
Oh, yay! Alright, so Sun Wukong is is in the Chinese mythology. He is a real-world mythological person who is pretty much a god. He is one of the Chinese gods. He is the Monkey King who has reached Nirvana. Just a brief little character synopsis that I have. He who features in a body of legends which can be traced back to the period of the Song Dynasty. He appears as the main character in the 16th century Chinese classical novel Journey to the West. He is also found in many later stories and adaptations. In the novel, he is a monkey born from a stone who acquires supernatural powers through Taoist practices. After rebelling against heaven and being imprisoned under a mountain by the Buddha, he later accompanies the monk Zhuangzhang on a journey to retrieve Buddhist sutras from the West. Now, as for his abilities, he has a very long list of abilities. He has superhuman physical characteristics. He has acrobatics, he is among the most acrobatic entity in Journey to the West, being able to leap thousands of miles as well as leaping over the ocean and even to heaven and earth. He has a cloud that he can travel on to fly. He has magic. He is also a master of stealth, tricky enough to steal from the gods themselves multiple times. He has type 1, 3, 4, and 5 immortality, which pretty much he removed his name from the registry of hell and ate the peaches of immortality alongside the pills of immortality, pretty much meaning that he cannot die by any conventional means, as he is outside the influence of life and death. He is a master of martial arts. In fact, he is one of the best in the Chinese mythoverse. He has some mid to high grade regeneration. He states that he can use any weapon, no matter big or how heavy, but he typically sticks with his bow staff that is able to shrink and grow at will. He has duplication abilities. Just by pulling out his hairs, he can turn into hundreds of thousands of clones. He can manipulate the weather. He can change his size. He can shapeshift. He has biological manipulation. Pretty much meaning he can just change the amount of limbs that he has. He has light manipulation. He has chi manipulation. He has non-physical interaction, which pretty much means he can fight with conceptual and spirit beings such as constellations. He has invisibility, barrier creation, and he has the ability to break any lock as well as resurrection. In terms of, actually, we'll just stop there for the brief synopsis of his different abilities. We'll go into the other stuff whenever Barnes decides to start digging deep and picking my brain on this shit.
Hey, real quick, for the people that are listening, what is the other name for Sun Wukong?
Oh, you mean his Japanese name?
Yeah.
Sun Wukong's Japanese name is Sun Goku.
Okay, transition. Hi, I am here to talk to you about Son Goku. Yeah. It's one of these videos. Anyways, you all know Goku. You all love Goku. If you don't know or love Goku, you're too young to be here. Be quiet, sit down, and learn a thing or two. Goku, who, funnily enough, is based off of the Monkey King himself, is a Saiyan from the planet Vegeta, sent to Earth as a baby. For reasons that are still confusing to this day. It was either to conquer Earth, or eat Earth, or just simply exist among the humans. So, trained under Master Roshi in the martial arts style of, I think, Kempo was the first thing that he learned. His Saiyan...
It's called Turtle School, get it right.
My bad, sorry. You be quiet, I'm talking... You be quiet.
Yeah, who was that? Jesus.
anyways, I'm jumping all over the place here. Where was I?
Master Roshi.
Master Roshi, as a child, learning the martial arts, mastering the martial arts, learning how to use his ki, mastering the Kamehameha at a young age. He also has a cloud called the Flying Nimbus that he still, as an adult, has the ability to call upon and use for travel. He has the Power Pole, which is a pole that has the ability to extend as far as he needs it and shrink down as small as he needs it. Similarities? Yeah, I know, right? Such an original debate. Yeah, here we are.
Sounds familiar.
But with that, Goku has been able to surpass all human and non-human limits due to his Saiyan ability to, anytime you bring him near death, when he recovers, he is twice as strong as what he was before he took the damage. So with that, we'll go into transformations and abilities in just a minute. Let's open it up real quick for Barnes and the other judges to ask questions about backstory.
All right, so backstory. Let's see here. On Goku's side, was it just the Turtle School? You said he came to either destroy or eat the planet, but what happened instead? What, like, during the Grandpa Gohan? Shoot, go to that.
He fell off a tree?
Yes.
Yeah, he fell off a tree and hit his head, and got amnesia from that. So whatever his mission was, he forgot it.
The record, it was to destroy the planet. That's what the Saiyans did. They went around and destroyed planets or conquered them for Frieza.
Thank you. And as for schools, no. I do believe the only one on Earth that he trained under was Roshi. Everything else was either in the afterlife or on a different planet. But he goes and learns Kaioken from... What's his name? King Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah, King Kai teaches him Kaioken. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the planet where he learns instant transmission.
It was North Kai and Yardrat.
Yardrat and North Kai. Okay. I do believe the Ox King unlocks a latent potential in him at one point in time.
Not the Ox King.
No.
That's just Chi-Chi's dad.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, he does unlock something, but not latent potential.
The Master Key, if you know what I mean.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, I think I covered that because it's not a whole lot of schools, but the people that he does learn from, they are like there is no one better at their craft than them at the time that he's learning from them.
You're still missing the one part. What happened with Grandpa Gohan?
Oh, the Great Ape. Yeah. So turns into a Great Ape after looking at the full moon when he was a kid. It's known as Ozaru. I don't know if that's canon. I know there's a movie,
Yeah.
a really great movie, we call Dragon Ball Evolution, where they refer to him as just Ozaru.
Yeah, so with all Saiyans, when they see the light of a full moon, they can transform into this mindless, gigantic monkey creature that just goes, for lack of a better term, ate shit.
Yeah, and he ends up accidentally killing Grandpa Gohan.
Oof.
Yep.
Yes. The only way to return him to his form was they cut off his tail. The tail is the center of that power.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so now we're going to go to Ali. What significant things happened that led up to him getting sealed away in the mountain?
So the things that led to him getting sealed away on the mountain was the fact that he picked a fight with Buddha. He decided that he was going to be the most powerful because he is a funny little guy, and he picked a fight against Buddha and almost won, leading to him being sealed away within a mountain, so that way he could, so as to no longer be a nuisance to the rest of the gods, because the rest of the gods could not kill him because he had stolen the peaches of immortality at this time.
Yeah, he ate like 5 of them, if I remember right.
Yeah, he ate a fuck ton of them.
Yeah. All right, I think that'll do good enough. It's a really cool story, so anybody that hasn't checked out Journey to the West, I strongly recommend it. And if you're like me and you hate fucking reading, there is a channel on YouTube where she reads the different stories and mythologies, and that's one of them. It's like a 6 or 8 part series.
There's also
That's
several different movies about it.
Yeah. All right. Unless you guys have something else that you thought of in the meantime, shall we go on to the next topic?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to go with just physical power. MIDI.
Oh, as far as I'm aware, we haven't technically really seen the full extent of just how strong Goku is, but we would put him at, what's he, multiversal level now? The biggest feat of just raw strength and power was his fight with Beerus, the god of destruction. Had to be stopped because if it continued, their punches were going to tear apart reality itself. Other honorable mentions are punching people through mountains, punching people into basically like towards the center of the earth. That's there's more, but that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now.
Okay. And then do you remember how the Kamehameha that he's so famous for came to be to begin with?
No.
Okay, so I'll help you out here. The Kamehameha wave is basically the embodiment of pure martial arts mastery. He's able to do it because he's gathering his ki, and he's mastered so many that he's able to just focus all of that into an energy beam, essentially. All right, Ollie.
Alright, so as in terms of Sun Wukong's destructive ability, which would be the best way of showing his own physical strength, at the
Physical
lowest.
destructive ability, though. He does have other abilities, so just stick to physical for now.
Okay, I'll stick to striking ability then. As terms of striking ability, then at lowest it was it's considered Moon class, where he was able to produce a tremor of the ability to destroy a moon simply by clashing with Neza, who is another Chinese god that I actually don't know anything about because I don't know anything else of Chinese mythology outside of Sun Wukong. At the highest, though, it was metaversal. Considering he was an achiever of nirvana, his existence has transcended absolutely everything possible and exists merely as a boundless entity free of limitation, boundaries, and concepts. In terms of different feats that he's had in between those two classes, whenever superior to the dragon gods who can create infinite realms. And he was able to shake the entire universe whenever he was fighting several sentient constellations from across heaven, and was able to shake the planet with his casual blows and can move the moon from the sky.
All right. So let's go on to abilities. Midi, what are some abilities Goku has that he can utilize?
All right. We have healing. His ability to use his ki can be used to heal not just himself but other people. He's restored his heart once before. This is in the manga. You don't see this in the anime. But he can only do it. He can only do it once per, in D&D terms, once per long rest. All right. Can heal himself and others from near death just with his ki. Resurrection works the same as the healing of the heart. Intimidation and spirit manipulation. Since ki is the manifestation of one's life force, along with the aura giving one the feeling of being along with aura giving one the feeling of being crushed. So essentially, if his life force, his ki, is higher, stronger, more fierce, more powerful than his opponents, he can potentially use it to keep them from being able to move. What's some other things he has in here? He has... There's a lot. I'm just going to pick a thing here. He's got explosion manipulation. Key attacks can create massive explosions with the amount of control that Goku specifically has over his ki. He can use the explosions as shields from incoming attacks, making him at times impervious to taking damage.
All right, Sun Wukong.
Some of the different abilities he has regeneration ability, where he was able to regenerate his body after having been reduced to ash by the 7 trigrams furnace. He has his duplication ability, where he plucks a strand of his hair and creates a copy of himself, and he's able to do so up to hundreds of thousands of different copies. Think of Naruto's Shadow Clone Jutsu blown up by 1,000,000. And then he also has different techniques that he uses, which one of them is the 72 Beyond, where he's able to assume 72 different forms, and for each of the said transformations, he holds an extra life. Then there's also Shinwai Shinfa. He is able to transform each of his body's 84,000 hairs into another form, be it an animal, person, or inanimate object. And that's where he's able to duplicate himself. He has limb multiplication, where he can increase the number of his heads and arms, where he once assumed a form with tens of thousands of limbs. He has the body freezing spell, which allows him to magically freeze others into immobility with a single syllable and a point of his finger. He also has Bin Shui Jie, which is a water avoidance charm, which allows Wukong to survive in deep waters without drowning, though it renders him incapable of flight. And then there's the Biho Jue, which makes Wukong incapable of being burned in any fire. There's Jiso Fua, which he can instantly open any lock by pointing his finger or staff at it. And then he also has Protective Circle, which allows him to create an invisible protective wall around himself. And then there's also the Hu Yan Jinjiang, which enables him to see as far as 1,000 li in the day and 600 li at night, as well as able to see through any disguise, illusion, or transformation.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about their abilities or anything anybody forgot to say? So Mikey or any of the other judges, if you have anything you want to say, now is the time.
You said something about 600 Li. What is Li?
It is a measure of distance that the Chinese came up with a long time ago.
Can you give me that Ford F-150s, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you.
1 li is about 1,640 feet.
Okay.
So if, according to this, for him to be able to see, what was it, 1,000 li?
Mhm.
That's almost,
You're trying to say.
yeah, that's almost 1.6 billion feet.
Can you
Let's
see
get
the
that
back of
into,
his head?
let's see that into miles. That's 300, it's 310 miles. Is how far he could see in the day. And at night, he's able to see 186 miles.
Homie can see the curve of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
I guess if we're throwing that into the ring, Goku has it's not sight, it's more sense. He has mastered ki to a point to where he can identify specific people by their energy signature anywhere, so long as he can focus enough and the signature is strong enough. Not only can he sense them and know exactly where they are, but with instant transmission, he can instantaneously teleport himself to wherever they are.
Split.
And there is no, that I'm aware of, there is no range to it. The only limit is he has to be able to sense the specific being's energy.
And it has to be on his plane of existence.
Well, I mean, unless you go by the new Toya rules.
No, I'm pretty sure he can't instant transmission to the other world, so...
It's a different podcast. We'll talk about it after the podcast. Like the new guy did some busted stuff. It's so bad. It's so bad. At this point in time, the short of it is, right now, current Goku doesn't lose to anyone you put in front of him.
Except for Vegeta.
No.
Obvi.
Nope. Nope. That's why I told you it's dumb. It's so dumb. We'll get into it later. But current Goku doesn't lose to anyone.
All right. Let's go into transformations. Ollie, I feel like yours is going to take a little less time, so we'll do with yours first.
As for my the transformations that Sun Wukong has, it's only 72 different forms. However, it doesn't have a list of the different transformations that he has. For me.
Oh, 72, geez.
Yeah.
But more or less, he transforms into actual things and creatures of lore, or...
Yes, he transforms into actual things and creatures of lore and is able to use their abilities. And just going based off of the Black Myth Wukong game that I saw, it is a significant amount of transformations that he's able to do, as well as what he's able to do with those transformations. I know in the Black Myth Wukong game, you can literally turn into a tiger that has 2 giant-ass swords and just spin to win.
Yeah, he's fun.
Well, now there's a game on my buy list. Thanks, guys.
All right, Mitty.
All right, are we going? Do we want to condense this list, or am I just going through it?
Give a general idea of what happens when he transforms, and the ones that he uses most often.
Okay, so each transformation that Goku has, he's still Goku, but his power increases exponentially. I don't remember the exact number. There is an exact number for it. He starts out with learning Kaioken. And Kaioken just takes whatever think of it as Limit Breaker, like we talked about Limit Breaker earlier. That's kind of what Kaioken is, except there is several stages of it. There is base Kaioken, there is times 5, there's times 10, there's times 20, and there's times 100. And each stage of Kaioken that he accesses increases the upper limits of his abilities and his strength by that number. And he is able to mix Kaioken with other transformations. So with that little box there, he also has Super Saiyan transformations, which Super Saiyan, there's a whole lore behind it. Only a true Saiyan of pure heartedness, which we find out is not specific to good or bad. It's you just have to be pure-hearted to be able to achieve Super Saiyan. So, and each level of Super Saiyan, take it like Kaioken, except you amplify it, you double it. All right, so we'll say Super Saiyan 1 is the equivalent to a Kaioken times 20, but doubled. All right, and then there is a Super Saiyan 2, which you would double that Kaioken times 40 to Kaioken times 80. Now, mind you, in these forms, he can still, if he wanted to, combine the Kaioken technique. It goes...
Put it simply, for every transformation that Goku goes through, whenever he goes from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2, it exponentially gets bigger, his power level.
It goes up to, canonically, it goes up to 4. There is Super Saiyan levels above, but they're not numbered. Because eventually he meets Beerus, the God of Destruction, who claims that he is a Saiyan of legend that is destined for multiversal greatness. And Whis, who is an angel, will get into those in a different video. Beerus and Whis train him to unlock God Key. So then he obtains Super Saiyan God. And then there's Super Saiyan God Blue. And then beyond that, he attains an ability, a transformation that only the pinnacle of beings within the multiverse have the ability to use, and there's only like a small handful of people that can access it, and an even smaller group of people that can hold on to it to the degree that Goku is able to use it in his peak form, and that is Ultra Instinct. And in Ultra Instinct, he doesn't need to think to react. His body just reacts. If you attack him, his body automatically, instantaneously counters the attack. And I think I touched them all, because we're not talking about where they just went. Composite Goku is fucking stupid, and I will die on this goddamn hill.
So let's go with magical abilities, or in Goku's case, key abilities. We'll start with Goku.
So he's got key energy blasts, which he creates balls of key that he can shoot and guide wherever he wants them to go. I thought the Kamehameha was key, but I feel like I'm learning I'm wrong.
It is essentially, he just wasn't able to do it until he mastered the things. It's weird. The Kamehameha specifically is just, the more masterful you are in martial arts, the stronger your Kamehameha.
So, ki, again, it's a manifestation of life force. If you wanted to split some hairs on it, you could call it spirit energy. Okay, and I bring that up to help better understand, like, his earliest, biggest key attack, which is the Spirit Bomb, which it takes prep time. Usually he has someone distracting the enemy while he gathers the spirit energy from whether it's everybody on Earth or throughout the multiverse. And the Spirit Bomb, the more evil that is within you, the more damage that it does to you. So if you are pure good, then the Spirit Bomb, it doesn't hurt you. Let's see. He's got the Ki Blast. He's got the Spirit Bomb. He's got the Kamehameha. He knows how to use the Destructo Disc, which is he basically can turn his ki into like a saw blade and throw it and guide it wherever he needs to. He doesn't use it often, but he's used it. Solar Flare is another technique that is borrowed from somebody else, but he's used Solar Flare before. And basically, think a flashbang that can blind the multiverse. is what it is. Outside of that, he has the ability to manipulate ki, whether it's transfer it to someone else and give them energy, or take it from someone else and restore his energy. In earlier stages of Goku's life and career as a martial artist, he was limited to the ki that he could use, but he could still use more ki than the average human. Now he's basically limitless with his ability to use ki. Ki factors into his ability to fly. So Goku can fly without wings through the use of ki. And I think I've touched on everything.
All right. Any questions before we move on?
I do not have any questions at the moment.
Kind of
I
been
don't think so.
kind of been hitting them pretty good to where they
Yeah.
explain it very well.
Awesome. All right. So now we're going to go to defense. Notable things that they have tanked, that kind of shit. We'll start with Ollie this one.
Okay, so at the smallest, his at his like weakest, I guess you could say, he has like moon level durability, is what it's telling me, where he was able to endure attacks from Neza and survive his clashes. And then whenever he achieved Nirvana, it went as high as up to Metaverse level, where he was free of all limitation and boundaries, because Nirvana is a state of transcendence. But some of his specific resistances that he has a resistance to heat manipulation, spatial manipulation, probability manipulation, and all the abilities of the gods in heaven.
And Dan.
And as terms of like feats of that, it's pretty much the he has more luck than the mighty miracle god, which is, I guess, the god of luck in Chinese mythology. He can endure the abilities of the points of the compass. He stayed 49 days within the 7 trigrams furnace, which I don't know anything about that furnace or how hot it can actually get. But he also drank molten copper while sealed under the 5 elements mountain, and it's also been stated that nothing in heaven could put down Sun Wukong, with the fight having lasted for ages. And then there's also his regeneration ability, in which he went into ashes and still resurrected himself, as well as the resurrection ability that he has, where for each of his quote-unquote infinite transformations, he has a life. That's pretty much it, as well as being able to tank blows from the dragon gods themselves, which are some of the strongest gods in heaven. He was incapable of being killed by any deity, not even the Jade Emperor himself.
Does he have any adversity towards magic versus physical, as far as how well he can tank it?
No! A lot of the Chinese gods deal in magic, and there are still none of the Chinese gods who were able to kill him, only steal him. The only way that, the only reason he got sealed is because he decided to pick a fight with Guan Yi, who is one of the only gods who was able to seal him into the 5 elements mountain.
Homie's got Alakazam levels of magic defense.
Yeah! We also didn't talk about Wukong's magic. It's stated that he is one of the most, where to see it? He is one of the most gifted in the universe with magic, as well as the fact that he can become invisible to the naked eye, as well as being able to create barriers, and is also has chi manipulation, being able to access the chi energy in his body and utilize it.
All right. Sounds pretty solid. Okay, we'll go defense of Goku.
Ha! Yay! Okay, so honorable mention. We're only talking about present Goku here. But honorable mention is Kid Goku versus Dr. Wheelo. Dr. Wheelo is a scientist who, long story short, his brain got put into the body of a giant mech titan. All right. So Kid Goku and Dr. Wheelo fight, and Goku tanks multiple direct hits from this giant robot to the face. As a child, is never knocked out, never knocked down to where he stays down. So that's just an honorable mention. As a kid, as a child, that was his durability level. Where he's at now, he is currently able to withstand hits from angels and the gods of destruction themselves. So these are attacks that would obliterate just about anyone else that got hit at full force by these guys, and he's soaking them up.
At full force?
I believe it was not Beerus, it was not Whis. Jiren went full force on him, and it just sent Goku into Ultra Instinct.
He also was able to tank hits from Toppo, who was training to be the next god of destruction.
That makes sense now.
Yep.
That makes sense now,
Yeah.
yes.
Actually does eventually become.
A god of destruction. And at full force.
Yes.
At full force he took
And
it.
utilized Hakai in the Tournament of Power.
Mm-hmm.
All right, any questions before we move on?
We are going to go over weaknesses, yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay.
I'll
Yep.
hold my questions for that then.
And that actually segues me perfectly into our next topic. What are their weaknesses?
Yay.
I mean,
We'll start with Ollie on this one.
Okay, so Sun Wukong's weaknesses are the fact that he often fools around and rarely takes his opponents seriously, and he has also been sealed by high-ranking deities such as Guan Yin, which we've already touched on. But it's mostly due to the fact that if he comes up to a fight with you, he's not really going to take you seriously unless you piss him off. In which case, then, run for your life.
All right. How about Goku?
oh, this fucking makes me so mad. I hate this so much. It's the worst goddamn weakness in all of anime and fucking comic history, okay? Alright, and there's a guy that his weakness is it's just common sense in the comics. We'll touch on that another time. Alright? Goku's greatest weakness is the fact that he will not go all out unless his opponent is at full power.
Sounds familiar.
Noble.
So more often than not, Goku finds himself in more trouble than what he could have been because all he yearns for is a challenge. He wants to fight the strongest, and if you claim to be the strongest, I also feel like this is just a Saiyan thing because we see it a lot with Vegeta as well, where they will do whatever it takes to help you attain your strongest form because it doesn't mean anything if they don't beat you at your strongest. Talking about you, Cell Saga. Talking about you.
Don't forget Zamasu.
Yep. That was another one that just could have been avoided.
All right, any questions here?
No. It just sounds like an ego thing on one of them.
Outside of not going full power unless his enemies going full power, like
Right.
there's got to be something else that's a weakness for the guy.
Yeah, Goku, his weakness is really Chi-Chi, his wife.
Yeah.
And not like a don't hurt her or I'm helpless. She somehow manages to put him in his place even though he is a god.
Yep.
One word.
He is terrified.
Woman.
He is terrified of that woman.
All right, so then I guess we'll wrap up weaknesses and we'll move on to X Factor. Go Midi.
Okay, so the list is a little lengthy here. Bear with me, and I will do my best to explain everything. So one of the big things, Goku is trained constantly wearing weighted armbands, leg bands, weighted gi. It starts out small, just like 3 times what his weight is. He runs around with. And then it increases to 2 times Earth's gravity, 3 times Earth's gravity, 10 times Earth's gravity, 100 times Earth's gravity, 300 times Earth's gravity, and then And then he ends up going to the planet of the Kais, of North Kai specifically. And then he's training with weights that are 100 to 300 times the gravity on the planet Kai, which already is, if I remember, what's the number, Barnes?
I think it's 10 times Earth's gravity.
Yeah, 10 times Earth gravity there. And he starts out training at almost 100 times the gravity on that planet. Like was spoken most of the time when he takes the weights off, it alters the topography of the area that he's in. Another huge X factor is the amount of times this fucking man has trained in the hyperbolic time chamber. Alright?
What's that?
In the world of Dragon Ball, there is a protector of Earth outside of Goku who is called Kami. Kami lives on a floating platform called the Lookout. On the Lookout, there is a room. In the room, time works different in there than it does in, we'll just say, reality. Okay, going 1 hour of training in the hyperbolic time chamber is the equivalent to a year's worth of training. And Goku has spent days, multiple days at a time, in the hyperbolic time chamber. And with that, it is kind of like a cheat code to, you want to get 50,000 times stronger than what you were before, just spend a month in here. And I do believe the longest you
Each day is
spend...
the equivalent of a year.
Huh?
Each day is the equivalent of a year, I believe.
Yes, and the longest that he has spent in the chamber, I believe, was like 4 days.
Yeah,
And
I think that was the Moro fight.
I believe so. The Buu Saga was also really long.
No, they were only in there for 2 days. It was
Okay.
like a year.
Yep.
So I think it's like a year for every day and a half or 2 days, because they were trained for the equivalent of a year. They were only gone for a day and a half.
Yes. So, and he's at least a handful of times has trained in the hyperbolic time chamber. Let's see. Another big X factor is his speed. Goku can travel at faster than light speed, and I'm gonna let you take this one, Shadow, because this is your favorite thing to tell people when it comes.
I do love this. All right, so the speed of light in the Dragon Ball universe is faster than the speed of light in like reality or anything like that. So when you're going at the speed of light, he's already has the upper hand on anybody else that can move at the speed of light because of that speed difference.
Okay.
Light takes 8 minutes to get to Earth in our reality, and it only takes like 3.5 to get to Earth in the Dragon Ball universe. It took like 1 second for his energy beam to hit the moon from Earth.
Jesus.
Outside of that, outside of his transformations, he has the ability to fuse. I'm just gonna bring it up as an honorable mention, because this is a 1v1 and we don't have the other people that he fuses with. But most of the time it's Vegeta, and it's begrudgingly. So where he's able to take his body and meld it with Vegeta's body to take both of their abilities, both of their mastery over ki, all that stuff, and it quadruples in whatever their max power is at the time.
Oh, Gogeta, you
Yeah.
beautiful piece of work.
Thank you for not saying Vegito. Fuck Vegito.
Well, I mean, if we were to use those transformations, Vegeta is useless in this fight.
Yeah.
Most
He doesn't have the Sparkle Blast.
But outside of that, just his Saiyan ability that every time he takes damage and recovers from it, he is twice as strong as what he was before he took the damage.
All right, X Factor for Sun Wukong.
Achieving Nirvana is the biggest X factor for Sun Wukong. And whenever he achieved Nirvana, he essentially became the Buddha himself, which allowed him to be non-corporeal, reality warping, spatial manipulation, time manipulation, matter manipulation, soul manipulation, mind manipulation, acausality, types 1, 3, and 4 immortality, physical manipulation, conceptual manipulation, life and death manipulation, void manipulation, transdualism, omnipresence, and nigh omniscience. That is Sun Wukong's greatest X factor in this fight. Some honorable
that it?
mentions. Some of his honorable mentions is his staff, Ri Jingu Bang, or the magic golden clasp rod, which is his primary weapon, obtained from the underwater kingdom of Ao Guang, the Dragon King of the Eastern Sea. It weighs over 13,500 Jin, or about 7,960 kilograms, and he has no issues wielding it in combat.
What
It
is that
would also-
in freedom measurements?
Yeah, we need that in Ford F-350s.
I was about to say the same thing. Where do you think we are?
Yeah, I need that in freedom, please.
It's at about 17,548 pounds.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it also has unlimited size shifting capabilities, being able to grow as tall as the skies or shrink into the size of a needle at will. At its peak, it became large enough to lift the Celestial River, which is essentially the Milky Way galaxy.
So it's the Powerball.
Yes,
Honestly.
on steroids.
Yes.
But that is Sun Wukong's greatest X factor, is achieving nirvana, where he is able to transcend all concepts and boundaries and ascend to a state of absolute boundlessness, existing outside of all existence, all concepts, and dimensions. For a brief explanation of what achieving nirvana means.
Okay. All right. Any questions thus far? All right. So we are
That's
going to
some big
go
energy
into the
there.
next category, and that is going to be stamina. How long can they fucking fight for, and does their abilities drain them in some way, shape, or form over time? Sun Wukong, go.
No, because it is irrelevant. It is infinite.
All right, that was easy. Goku.
Current Goku? No, he has the ability to use his ki to regenerate everything.
All right, I just figured we better touch on it because we don't want people going, oh, well, what if they got tired? Battle of attrition. Fuck you, they're gods.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so here is the final stage of the show. Convince me why your dude beats the other dude. Mitty.
Okay, it's not going to work a second time. No, I've got this. One of the biggest parts of Sun Wukong's X Factor is reality warping, which we've seen it threaten to Goku, and Goku laugh it off. We know, and this is canon to specifically Goku, so I could throw this in there, that any attempt to erase Goku, shut his abilities off, or just remove him would be thwarted by Zeno, who is the god of the Dragon Ball Z multiverse. They become best of friends solely because Goku is a man-child and is totally okay with playing patty cake with God.
Who is also a man-child.
Yeah. Zeno's the shit.
So that
He's
is
the Omni King, to be specific.
yes. That is that's my closing convincing argument. Is arguably the most potent, powerful part of the achieving nirvana. Any of those big ones, the reality warping, the manipulation of energy, the shutting down of power, it's just not going to work.
All right, Olivier, what is the fuck you I win because for Sun Wukong?
Fuck you, I win because Sun Wukong is literally the reason why Son Goku exists.
That feels weird.
Without Son Wukong, there wouldn't be a Son Goku.
That
I
feels
mean,
weird.
that's factual.
That's a cuz Franklin Richard moment, and it feels weird to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you let that marinate there, bud?
And I think I'm gonna have to.
All right, anything that you want to point out before we convene to decide your fate?
No, I said everything that I had.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, then judges, let us go off to the honey hangout and decide.
Nope, you jumped down one.
We got it.
Yep.
I got
Jump
it.
down.
Yep. There's a special spot for you guys now.
Got a hole.
He's gonna hate when I explain composite and the being trapped by the angels for centuries. He's gonna hate the whole thing. I can't wait for that conversation. Unfortunately for you guys, it's not gonna be recorded. However, if any of these videos hit 1,000 likes and 10 comments, we will do a video on it where you get to hear Shadow have a complete and total meltdown about how dumb it is. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Because he's absolutely... Vegeta is his dude. And rightfully so. Rightfully, because Vegeta had to work for every transformation that he got.
Oh yeah. He
Everything...
still gets the shaft every single time.
Yep. But he inevitably becomes a god of destruction. Earth's god of destruction, actually.
All right. The
Back,
jury
back,
has decided.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was.
Are you nervous?
I have accepted my fate since the beginning of this.
As you should. All right, so the jury has decided unanimously that for this 1v1 fight, the winner is Sun Wukong.
Yep. I kind of figured that's how that was going to go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate all of your support, all the love. Make sure you are leaving likes, you are throwing comments, you throw a follow, a subscribe here. Still new to this.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notifications whenever the next videos get dropped.
And that's why Olivia is here.
Yep.
Again, to the guest judges, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. To our normal judges, thank you so much for all the work that you put in. A lot goes on behind the scenes, and the judges help rein the chaos in so much. We will have links for the Hive Discord dropped in the description of the video. Come on over, join the family, be awesome.
We got cookies.
We will have the link for my Twitch, MidiMidJT, down in the description. Raider, Stinky, if you guys have any projects that you would like to throw out, let's toss it out now.
I don't think we have too much going on. We do community game nights and community movie nights within the Discord. So if you like hanging out, watching movies, we tend to watch newer movies too. Get them early access as we can. So, yeah, come hang out. We're a good group of people. Okay, some of us are a good group of people.
Do you guys are on socials? Yes. Like you guys got Twitch. Where can we find you?
Yes, I am Raider B on Twitch and TikTok. So you definitely come hang out, say hi, drop a follow.
You can find me at StinkyPinky0091 on both Twitch and TikTok. I do myself a little variety of Call of Duty and some D&D related things.
All right,
We
we
will
will.
find links in the description for everyone's Twitch, for everyone's socials that they wish to give us, and that's where that will be.
Every week we'll try to have a different random guest from the community hop in and be a guest judge, or if you want to debate me, or if you want to debate Olivier, hop on in. We're both ready for the smoke all the time. I will catch you guys in the next one.